How you guys doing? It's your man 955. I'm back again. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I said I'm gonna come back with some more recipes. I got one for you today. Once again, I'd like to send a shout out to I-55. I'd like to send a shout out to Louisiana, Mississippi, Memphis. Left one out last week, Arkansas as well as St. Louis. Send one out to you guys. I also want to send a special shout out to Philly. Hey, look, you guys did it. All right. Hey, look, I was happy to actually see that. Congratulations. I know it's been a long time coming. With no further ado, today, what we're actually about to go over is one of my favorite Louisiana dishes. All right, we call it etouffee. All right, now etouffee could come in an array of different flavors. You can have shrimp etouffee, or you could have crawfish etouffee, or you could have a combination of both. All right, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually have to give you guys a combination of both. So what we actually got here, once again, is the olive oil. All right, very similar to what we actually did last time. We're going to actually take the olive oil. Okay. We are going to take the garlic. Remember what I said, no store-bought. All right, you guys got to mince it yourselves. We're going to take the garlic. We're going to actually put it down in here. All right, that's the sound that we actually want to hear. Okay, so we're going to actually take that. We've got a number of things we're going to actually add to this. So we're going to start off with the garlic over here. Okay, my apologies. I got to get one of these spatulas here. That one will actually do for now. All right, so what we're going to actually do is we're going to actually take this. We're going to actually put that garlic in there. We want to actually get that sizzle going. Let me turn that up a little bit. All right. Next, we are going to take, I'm going to show you guys now. All right, go ahead and promote them for this Tony seafood, but you guys want the spicy. For etouffee, you got to have spicy. Reason you got to have spicy is because cayenne pepper is a major ingredient for flavor. All right. The original does not have the cayenne pepper kit. Spicy does. So you guys want to go ahead and put a tablespoon of that on in there. All right, that's good. You guys also want to take this butter right here, like we did last week. Very simple. We got garlic, we got cayenne pepper, well actually Tony's, and we got the butter. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually let that go ahead and simmer around there. All right. Once again, all we want is a golden brown. All right. Very similar to last week, we want a golden brown, but we still have to, very similar to our last dish, what we're gonna actually have to do is we're gonna have to also add the, I can't pronounce it, you guys can, Worcestershire. Is that how you pronounce it? You guys can email, let me know, all right? Let's see, we're gonna put one, and then we're gonna actually put two, all right? So now, really cooking with gas at this point. Once you actually hear that sizzling, you guys know good and well that we have what we want coming. I'm sorry, I've actually got to time myself, and there we go. Okay, so now you got this mixture going. Okay, you want to get this flavor, mix this flavor around. You really, honestly, to protect your pot, you guys should actually use a plastic spatula, not a metal one. Fortunately for me, I got to actually pick that up. It's all good. So far, what we got in here, we got seafood. We have Creole seasoning. We have a little bit of accent. We got olive oil. We have garlic. We have butter, and we also have Worcestershire. What we're going to actually do is try to get this to a brown. Nice golden brown. Get a little flavor going. Alright. Go ahead and show them once again. Kind of give them an idea of what it's supposed to look like. There we go. So now, got a nice little golden brown going. We are almost ready to go ahead and apply our next ingredient. Let's go ahead and record them doing that while I'm actually browning. Record that. All right. So you guys, now you guys are gonna like the smell. Now, one of the things you guys are gonna actually like the spices. It's gonna smell good. It's gonna like ring all throughout your house and everything. Now, one of the things that you can, it is optional. All right, it's about time. I can tell by the smell. It's about time to go ahead and apply the next ingredient. One of the things you guys can actually do is you guys can actually apply thyme. All right. Once again, thyme is for you guys who like that real spicy, just like eyes open, nose running, eyes watery type. Yo, that's what that thyme is for. For all you people who actually like to eat your food like that, you guys like to put a little bit of thyme, not too much. You don't ever want to overdo it, but you guys put that in there. Time makes it a little bit spicy. So we got to give you guys a warning on that. Next thing we're going to take this seafood stock. Okay, you can either take what is it? What do they say? Crawfish stock or something like that. Anyway, seafood stock actually works. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually put this box in here. This box in here. Okay, we're going to take the next one and only put half. Okay, and it'll be to a boil very, very soon. Don't put both. The reason why you're only putting half because for the seasonings that I actually put in here, you want the flavor to balance out. So I know that on my experience, I know that a box and a half of the seafood stock is what you guys are going to actually need. So we got that. I'm going to wait for that to actually come to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, I'm going to add my second tablespoon of Creole seasoning. While I'm actually doing this, you know, that downtime, while I'm actually doing this, I also want to send a shout out. You see I got the shirt on, my alma mater. Love you guys down there at SU, Southern University. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually try to loosen this up a little bit. See if we can get ourselves a boil. Put that down right there. Well, up until it comes to a boil, what I'm going to actually do is this. We're going to actually take our second tablespoon and we're going to actually just get it around there really, really good, sprinkle it around, and we want to start to mix everything in. Got that taken care of. All right. So you can use a whisk or a fork. We want to start to mix everything in. Now, the issue you're going to have here is that your broth at this point will be your roux. I said broth, I apologize. Your roux at this point, if that's what you want to call it, is going to be thin. Depending on your preference, all right? Etouffee, me, it's more so supposed to be a buttery kind of thick consistency. So you guys can either use broth thickener, or you guys can use the way I go about it, the way my grandma went about it, the way that everybody I know down south went about it. You guys can actually use all-purpose flour. That's what I'm going to actually use today. All right, so I'm going to put this all-purpose flour in here. And with all-purpose flour, what you guys want to do is you want to try to loosen these lumps up as much as you can. All right. Remember, the purpose is to just thicken it up, and we're going to loosen it up as much as we possibly can. So I'm going to take this. Which comes showing real quick. So you saw me pour the all-purpose flour in there. I'm waiting on this to come to a boil. This, by the way, is great for when you have couples over, families, or not families, but like when you have other couples over. Let's say that you guys have like a game night. Let's say that you guys have a couples game night, or let's say that you have just a couple of your friends over. This is good. It's flavorful. Like I said, you guys actually enjoy it. Also, like I said, with Louisiana cooking, one of the things you guys got to keep in mind is that it lasts. It's going to last for a while. So when you got hungry boys, it helps fill that stomach, okay? So we've actually broken that down just as it's coming to a boil. All right, and like I said, I like mine a little more thicker than everybody else, to each his own. All right, so I'm gonna put a little more in there. You don't have to do that. I do that for myself. All right, but to each his own. I'm gonna put a little more in there, break that up, and then I'm gonna actually continue to move on. So we're gonna look to break that up again, but what's about to go in here, you guys, I introduced you guys to it last week. We call it a Holy Trinity. All right, we got the celery, we got the bell pepper, and we got the onion. All right, it's going to apply a lot of flavor. Now, one of the things, well, actually, I'll say that tip for the end. It's going to apply a lot of flavor. Let's go ahead and mix that around, mix that around. Mix that around some more. Okay, so can you come closer again so I can show them? Now, you should be able to see that, although there are a couple lumps, you guys should be able to see that now the consistency of the roux is beginning to thicken. All right. That's where we want to go. That's the direction that we actually want to go in. We are already halfway done, like way more than halfway done. All right. Let's see. So what we're going to do now is we are going to apply our Trinity. Bell pepper, onion, celery. We got 1, 2, and 3. All right, so bring it closer again, let them see that. There we go, it's coming along nicely. One of the things we want to make sure we would like for at the end, what we would like for our roux to be a light brown, a tan brown, not a dark brown, and certainly not red. If you got some red roux, then chances are one of these fast food restaurants has told you that their Creole, what I cooked last week, is actually an example of etouffee. It's not. It isn't. All right, so yes, we got the consistency here. Now all we're waiting on is a boil. Now at this point, all we got left now at this point is our seafood. All right, the meat product that you guys are gonna add. You got a choice of seasoning them, all depending on your preference. Can you come close? All right. We got crawfish right here. I managed to find a crawfish area in a crawfish in this area. It's kind of difficult to find outside Louisiana, outside of the southeast. And we got shrimp as well. So I'm going to actually mix the both of them. Okay, mix the both of them shortly. But the first thing I have to do is I have to allow these vegetables to cook. All right. So depending on what you actually like to do, but depending on how you actually like it. Your vegetables can either be crunchy. I prefer for them to actually be soft. Now, as far as time is actually concerned, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to actually have to put the seafood in a little earlier than what I would like to, but you guys are going to actually see in the end. By the way, one of the things that I did not express last week, one of the things that you want to make sure that you do, you guys want to make sure that you have a nice bed of white rice to actually put over. For me, I like jasmine rice. That works best, but you know, for some people they prefer just plain, just bleached rice, and it works for them. So now we will have soon. Go ahead and put that over. Again, for those of you who are actually interested, you like what you see, you have any questions, you guys can get at me at tasteofi55@gmail.com, tasteofi55@gmail.com. My time is running short, all right, so I got about 2 minutes left, so what I'm going to actually have to do is I'm going to have to go ahead and add the seafood to it now. Now, remember what I said, seafood cooks very, very quickly, all right, this is sooner than what I want to add, but like I said, I only have about 15 minutes. So we're going to actually put the crawfish in there, and we're going to actually put the shrimp in there as well, so we can go ahead and get everything done. Seafood cooks very, very quickly, so you guys want to make sure that you don't boil for too long. All right, after about 2 minutes of the seafood in there, you guys can go ahead and cut it off. So I'll put that in. All right, it might not even be 10 minutes, but one of the things that you guys want to do, let's see. Good. There we go. And that's coming along nicely. All right, so like I said, you guys want to make sure that you actually have a bed of rice like what we actually see here. All right, and what we're going to try to do at the end of the day, what we're aiming to do, what we're looking to do, is put it over that and we'll be done. It always goes good with French bread. French bread is a thing that I actually like most. You guys can actually put it in the oven, toast it in the oven on broil or whatnot, put a coat of butter over the top, but our dish is about done. One of the keys to etouffee also, I gotta tell you guys now, one of the keys, every time you put, can you come closer? Let me show you. Every time you dip in, you wanna pour something out. Every time you dip in, you wanna pour something out. No matter what, even 2 days after everything's been cooked, you wanna pour something out. So we have good consistency. We have plenty of everything that you could possibly want. So this is the sign of a good dish. And what I'm gonna actually do, now that we are done, I'm gonna go ahead, yes sir, that shrimp is cooked, that shrimp is done. All right, you guys, let's see, there we go. So, like I said, light brown consistency or light brown color is actually what you want. And what we have here is success. A little more roux than what people would actually want in most situations, but nonetheless, we actually have that. So like I said before, that is crawfish etouffee. That's actually seafood etouffee for anybody who would actually want it. It's great for couples. It's great for couple gatherings and everything. Once again, see me in a couple weeks. What we're gonna actually do is we're gonna actually do red beans and rice with a side of whole catfish. We're gonna take it up to Mississippi this time. So I'm going from New Orleans to Mississippi. All right, once again, this is your man, I55. Let me know if you guys have any questions. tasteof I55@gmail.com. And I'm out.